Good evening, good evening, good evening, beautiful people. This is your girl, Hennifer Bianca again. And I just wanted to hop on here really quick just to share some thoughts from my study today. So I was reading Proverbs 11 and I came across a verse and it just like you all know what I'm talking about. It just screamed at me, for real. So for those of you that don't know who I am Hannah Bianca Gant, where I am always going to encourage you, make sure that you feel empowered, and make sure that you are being authentically who you are called to be. So again, I wanted to read out of Proverbs 11, verse 24 through 26. So it says, there is one who scatters yet increases more, and there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. The generous soul will be made rich. The generous soul will be made rich. And he who waters will also be watered himself. The people will curse him who withhold grain, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. So for those of you that don't know, I'm actually in HR and I teach other HR professionals how to start their own companies. I also specialize in diversity, inclusion, equity training, coaching, and HR outsourcing for leaders, for companies, right? And the bottom line is that whenever I attend different business classes, whenever I watch things online, I've been hearing this for years, that especially if you know anything about like sales funnels and stuff like that, right? People will say, oh, just give the people a little bit, right? Give the people a little bit, because if you give them a little bit, then they'll want more, right? Don't give them all your good stuff. I don't know if you all have ever heard anything like that. They'll say, don't give them all your good stuff. Don't give them your premium. Don't give them, So it's just so interesting, right? Because that we are in a society that teaches you, hey, just give them enough that they will be attracted to you. And then even when they come to you, still don't give them too much more. Hold what you know. But I'm here to say that in the kingdom, that is the opposite. Now, mind you, you're not going to cast your pearls unto swine. However, it is the opposite in the kingdom. How dare we believe that we only have one thought? How dare we believe that what we know now is the extent of what we can know? Don't you know we could tap into our Father who has wisdom liberally? You really think that's the only thing that He's going to give you? Here's what it says. There is one who scatters yet increases more, and there is one who withholds than is right, but it leads to poverty. So you're trying to get rich, you're trying to get wealthy, you're trying to do this at your job. You're like, oh no, I'm not going to let her know what I know because she might try to take my job. Are you kidding me? Is that are you seriously telling me that is the only job? You are so, you might be so caught up into trying to withhold information that what you don't realize is that it's leading to poverty, because you're withholding more than what is right. You know she needs your help. You know she needs your support. Now, by all means, use discernment, use wisdom, right? But it will lead to poverty. The generous soul will be made rich. The generous soul will be made rich. The generous soul. In the kingdom, you can't do what everybody else says for you to do. You can't withhold from somebody because of how they made you feel. That's not kingdom. It's actually the opposite of how you feel. The opposite of how you feel is typically kingdom. The word says, and he who waters will also be watered himself. The people will curse him who withholds grain. You who are withholding, you think nobody else notices that you withholding information? He who withholds grain will be cursed, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. So it ain't, the word says blessings will be on the head of him who sells it. So it's like, hey, don't withhold it. Give it away. make sure you're giving it. The world is abundant. We live in a world that is abundant. There's an abundance of ideas. There's an abundance of business. There's an abundance of everything if you just open your eyes to see. So what I want to encourage you with today is for you not to withhold. If you have been part of that teaching community that says, hey, listen, I can't give you all of my information. I gotta withhold it. I can only know if I tell you, then you might try to get what I get. Listen, it's even saying here, don't withhold it. It says blessings will be on the head of him who sells it. So even if you don't want to give it away, at least sell it. Don't hold it, because what you hold it decreases the capacity for more. It decreases your capacity for new, because you're holding on to the last year idea, and God is saying, I'm trying to give you new ideas. I need you to go and sow that last year's idea so I can give you a new idea for you to sow it into your future. But you holding on to it, therefore you remain in status quo. This world is abundant. I need you to go back, I'm telling you, and read you the Proverbs. I'm telling you, when I saw that, it just screamed out at me. Again, that's Proverbs 11:24 through 26, 24 through 26. So I encourage you, don't withhold. Abundance is everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't forget to command your day.